Hello and welcome to the Truly Bedrock Rundown. I'm your friendly neighborhood shepherd Tamer.
And I'm Jessie B. As always, we would like to thank our scriptwriting team and our editor, CTClunker. They put a lot of hard work into each week's rundown.
Now let's jump into all the trials and tribulations that occurred on the Truly Bedrock round this week.
Starting off with Foxy, who, after hearing Slack's complaint, discovers Tiz's donation box. And of course, the Diamond Alliance couldn't help but fill it up with junk. Foxy is then informed of the newest member of the Diamond Alliance, one Daphne Elaine. The Diamond Duo quickly finish their end shop, cleverly placed behind the Nether portal, and even though they seem unimpressed with the design, we think it's turned out rather well.
Just about done in here. We've added all of the products that we want to sell. We've got the sugar boxes, we've got the rockets, got 2 chests of those, we've got elytra, we've got some diamond bits and bobs, we've got some iron bits and bobs, and it's looking rather fancy. I think it's looking pretty good. It's very basic, but it kind of has that end feel to it. You feel like you've gone to the end coming in here.
Back at his base, Foxy finds a bunch of random items that keep popping up, leading him to discover that he had indeed been pranked. After getting back on track, Foxy stays caught up with the high demand of rockets by restocking his and Slack's shop. And after adding some quick modifications to his sugarcane farm, Foxy heads to the Library of Comments to start his own book, as well as trying to find a way to get revenge on Tiz.
Yeah, finish this. So what we've got here is Fireman Sam's fire engine just there. We've got Fireman Sam here, who's just putting out the fire with a bucket of water, and his friend there, I can't remember his friend's name. And behind here, we've also got Naughty Norman Price. That's the name of the boy. I remembered his name at long last.
To wrap up, both he and Slack work on a new mob farm, resulting in a few derps.
Lovely. Well, it looks relatively, well, I say relatively, it looks very impressive in terms of like the yield from a little bit of AFK, considering the AFK you came back to was broken.
Speaking of the lizard, Slack finds himself teaming up with his ally Foxy to discuss their shop renovations, as well as announcing their new team member. After realizing there is a server-wide shortage of gunpowder, Slack decides to get to work on a massive mob farm.
So you can do mob spawning really fast, and what you'll see that we're inside of here is a big sphere. So this was originally lots and lots of platforms, as Slack was trying to explain a minute ago, and each one of those coloured blocks of concrete around us is where mobs have spawned.
Slack then goes on to build himself a super smelter to replace his old one. And after discovering a pop-up shop at his base, he decides against building the mob farm in his giant hut. Slack and Foxy then go on to work on the mob farm in a new location.
Well, it is raining mobs. Considering we're not even at the AFK platform, it is absolutely raining mobs on this thing. It's amazing. I would suggest if you're going to AFK there, you ought to put some magma blocks above your head. A little platform to land on as well.
Oh, you want me to fly up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think I'm skilled at flying or something?
Yeah.
Hello!
Sorry.
Zap starts off this week by renting a beacon from the shopping district, which he puts to good use by digging out a massive area underneath his base.
Alright, so we are back down and finished up with what I wanted to do. We got some black wool going around. The outer edges where the glass meets the wall, and we have all the glass placed in, looking really nice. I like the look of this. I think it's cool. No mobs will spawn down here, at least not on this part, and that is really nice.
He then adds a very nice design to the floor of the cavern. We can't wait to see the finished product. Afterwards, Zap lays out the groundwork for a semi-automatic tree farm.
So as you can see, quite a bit of work has been done since the last cut. A lot of work. We did finally wire in the oak wood. So if we go inside the farm here, you'll see that there's nothing really up here. Just a little roof you can kind of see. We press this here, a pulse is sent up, and you will see some sign blocks extending down like so.
Zloy starts off his week by going on a treasure hunt with Liara. Feeling inspired, the two treasure hunters build their very own pirate ship, which they use to look for more treasure. Hopefully they will remember to give Polly a cracker.
I like it, it's adorable so far.
Lyra, no,
Oh.
what is it you are doing?
I'm going. I am attempting to get a trident in the end here. I don't know why. I just thought it'd be funny.
It is. I'll give you that.
And after hunting down some Nautilus shells, Zloy and Liara build themselves some conduits. To wrap up their adventure, the duo heads to the shopping district, where Liara shows Zloy the nearly completed community storage area.
Look, I'll be honest, I just put triangles over everything and that seems to solve it. But yeah, this wow. Okay, yeah, this actually is incredibly nice. Like as some sort of a sawmill design.
Sloyd then adds some melons and more layers to his pumpkin farm, bumping up the productivity. After misplacing his 26th episode, Sloyd convinces some of the other members to join the bank, promising them it will help their shops in the long run. Zloy wraps up his week by visiting Silent Squid Farm. We here at the Truly Bedrock Rundown office can't decide what side we're on, so we want to know, are you Team Diamond or Team Pebble? Vote in the poll above.
The Squid Farm. I've done pretty much a night of AFK, just several hours because of internet, and as you can see, we got ourselves several double chests of bones and lots of fish, lots and lots of fish. But we actually did get some ink. Okay.
Okay,
That's news
yeah.
to
Can
me.
I
didn't
open
think-
my eyes already? You said it was a surprise. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, your eyes are open technically.
Okay, yeah, not in real life. Okay, yeah, cool. Awesome.
Daphne starts off her week in TB by showing off some of the progress she has made in her new garden. She then gets to work on the Zen building within. And after some work, Daphne finishes off the Garden of Tranquility, and it's looking pretty great.
Yeah, so I guess I could officially announce it that it is open to, well, it's not even a business, it's just a place to hang out and chill and come and gaze upon the flowers and watch the fishies and all that good stuff and just be all calm and stuff.
After reading one of her comments, Daphne goes on a material gathering trip, which allows her to fully restock her shop. Daphne finishes her week by building a second shop, which resembles a certain cartoon character's house.
Alright guys, so I'm happy with the outside. I'll probably work out a little bit more, make it look nicer, but overall I'm pretty happy with how it all has come together.
After getting a lot of work done on her dual spawner, Liara heads off to the comment library to get her book caught up with all of her favorite comments.
For episode 5, we have Tiz Tom commenting, okay, you have too many pets. That was the episode that I got a hold of the squishy face kitty finally, and have my pack of wolves in. Boy oh boy, man.
She then gets together with Zloy and goes on the previously mentioned treasure hunt. And after building the pirate ship, she discovers yet another treasure chest.
Do it later. We're here with Lyra and we will be hunting for treasure.
Exactly, yeah, so...
Yeah, follow me.
Okay.
Exhausted from their treasure hunting adventure, her and Zloy both get their hands on some conduits. She then shows Zloy the improvement she made in the community storage area.
This actually is impressive. This is actually really, really cool. Almost makes me wish that, as a community storage, it had like a larger and a better purpose. But whatever, even just as a decorative build, it's really, really cool.
TNC is excited to show off all of the progress he made on his gold farm. He then meets up with Slack to try and solve the mob problem, and after literal hours of killing a few dozen skeletons, they restore mob spawning back to normal.
I am definitely working on it. Really? Let you record this? Let you record the crazy, mob spawning stuff? Oh my goodness. You guys are just terrible. Where's that skeleton? Oh, Slack's got him. Okay, he had...
And after some quick creative working, Cuban designs himself a new sorting system and kill chamber. He then wraps up his episode by getting a comment book started at the comment library.
So, last place we left off was episode 4, and that was Mr. Snowman talking about the way I say nougats. It's nougats, man. So, we're on episode 5, and episode 5 is Utter Dark Void. And he says, good luck, TNC also build a ton of redstone power build. Haha, don't lag the server. I'm like, man, my response was, don't lag this server. What fun would that be? Because, I mean, hey, if you're not lagging the server, you're not doing it right. No, I know, lagging the server is probably not the best idea. At least I try not to. But, I mean, come on, you gotta go with the big builds.
Silent starts this week by renaming some of his new tools, replacing the ones he lost on a previous stream. Afterwards, Silent accidentally blows up Liara's cat house while trying to fix the raid that has been in the community village for a while now. Don't worry, he fixed it later on.
After making a new sorting system for his squid farm, Silent was able to put his village wall to good use after accidentally starting a raid at his base. Luckily, none of his precious villagers were harmed.
I think our wall is actually helping. Like, we finished building this wall in the last episode, and I think that they actually spawned. Yeah, they spawned on the outside of it. Look at that. The wall's actually practical. Oh my god. I have a valid reason for building this. I did not plan on starting a raid over here or anything. It was purely accidental, but I'm super happy that we have this wall in place now.
Silent then does some obsidian mining in the end. And after slabbing the area around his squid farm to prevent turtles from spawning, he finally finds an unclaimed monument just to get himself one sponge.
Okay, 15th time is the charm. This one is like 6,200 blocks out, which might not sound that far, but the actual world border is 4,000. So if this one's been raided, I'm seriously gonna, like, I don't know what to do. But Geronimo, is there even a monument out here? Oh, that's kind of awkward. Oh, there is. Okay, good. That was about to be a whole nother story. Chunk Base is very reliable. That would be very awkward for them.
After some quick terraforming, Prowl is convinced by Zloy to strike a deal to swap his shop out for pebbles only, with the promise it will be very profitable.
Single person on the server that need logs just desperately.
Yeah.
While at the same time, if you switch to cash, he won't be able to buy them from you.
Interesting.
This means that we can come over to literally his house, plop a stand selling logs right next to it, and he will have to accept whatever price we offer.
Interesting. Yeah, that will allow me to get. That'll allow me to get a lot more money, won't it?
Yeah, basically.
While getting the hopper minecart rails laid out for his melon farm, Prowl receives a surprise visit from Silent, who he promptly scares off.
Silent. Oh god, it's funny. Well, hello.
And after many derps and mistakes, Prowl is able to complete one of his 4 melon and pumpkin farms he plans on building. Prowl wraps up his week by expanding his mini farm storage system.
Is looking great, so it is working as intended, and I decided why not go ahead and throw in a little bit of a storage system, larger storage system down here, so that way we don't get crammed up with supplies at this time.
And finally, we have Tiz, who heads to Foxy's base and builds a machine to return the items that had been donated to him. Tiz then finishes the raid farm he started last week, eventually fixing most of the problems. The only thing left for him to figure out is why some pillagers survived the fall down the drop chute.
Can someone explain why that keeps happening? It's just happening all the time, like every free raids or something, this keeps happening, so we're gonna need to do something over the back to sort that. Well, I got that sorted. Now when the lever down there is flicked on, when it kills the pillagers to give us bad omen, when the raid's going on, every 60 items we've got a E4 hopper clock, which will activate, setting off this, which is linked up to arrow impulse sorter. So we've got arrows there getting sorted. It goes through this chain, goes up that water elevator, goes into those hoppers, gets fired by that every like 30 seconds.
And after building the exact same raid shop as DB, Tiz gets drafted into the Money Alliance, which is hopefully profitable for him. Paying all the insurance on those wrecked trucks must be hard on the wallet. To wrap up this week, he barely escapes death, only to die 5 seconds later.
Oh, I seen you were breaking it then. I thought it was gonna go bad. Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh.
I didn't know that you. Why would you even do that?
I didn't. I don't know. Are we doing the? Oh crap! I'm dead.
Why?
Well, that's all for this week's rundown. Some of the members were busy with IRL this week, so we'll have to catch them next time.
And if you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and join our Discord for all the latest updates. Links are in the description below. That's all for us today. We hope that you have a truly amazing day.
Goodbye!